Am I going underground here? Rumper bumper stomper boo. Tell me, tell me, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today. Are my friends ready for fun and play? Welcome to Franklin Avenue and Fulton Street. Good to see you, Norm. There is lots of construction going on in this area. Good to see you, Aaron Liz. Hopefully you're doing good. But we're going to see an absolutely ridiculous construction site. Good to see you, Miss Lovely. Hugs all around, Cheryl. Good to see you. Tomorrow, snow in Prospect Park. Good to see you, Griff. All right. That just takes me down, all the way downstairs, it looks like. All right. I don't know where I'm going. Good to see you, Nabul. Bienvenue. We've been busy. Good. Ain't nothing wrong with being busy. Guess I'm going underground. That's a little chilly. We're here like in Bedford-Stuyvesant. If the signal goes, that's because we're in an elevator. Oh, it's like 30, maybe 32. You got 6 inches so far in Kentucky. Awesome. What's the good news, Denise? What's the good news? Okay. 7 inches out there in Baker. Lost video. We should be back. We should be back. All right, going on Fulton Streets. Oh my God, haven't been out here in a hot minute. All right. Good to see you, Cindy. All right. Here we go. If you follow me on Twitter, you've seen a picture of this building already. But I had to see it in person. You'll be getting an Amigo for your birthday. Awesome. All right. Yes. You guys are getting some sleep down there. We're back, baby. All right. So the story behind this building is that, not the, yes, the Windows building. The story behind it is that the building, oh yeah, the building that's being blocked, it's landmarked. So they can't tear it down. But let's see. This neighborhood is changing rapidly. All right. I think this is it right here. Good to see you. Good to see you, Lori. All right. I haven't been out here in a hot minute. So we're down on Fulton Street. I could call this like behind the Barclays Center. I'm really hoping that this thing that is blocking the windows is for construction. But we're gonna find out right now. Holy crap. This is like when I saw the gigantic painted penis. Wow, okay. This is crazy. This is really crazy. Now the building that they tore down was from like the 1870s. All right, so before we see the crazy building, oh my God. Let's look at some art, shall we? Let's look at it. So we got a little doggy, a little puppy. And then who is this here? Cher? Oh, no, that'll be Diana Ross, right? It says Tina. How do you heckle? That's right, you found it. Good to see you. Good to see you, Blinky Bill. This is kind of cool. This is kind of neat. They got the old Brooklyn with the new Brooklyn, with the very new Brooklyn. That's not, if that building doesn't scream gentrification, I don't know what does. All right. Let's look. Here he goes. Here we go, folks. Good to see you. Good to see you, Blinky Bill. All right. Hopefully everything's nice and warm down there in Australia. All right. Here we have it, folks. Hyper-gentrification. All the nice old buildings are long gone. Can you tell? You can't even tell there's like a building in between these two. Good to see you, Jan. So here it is. Holy crap. I really hope that's just for construction. It's over the damn driveway. It's over the damn driveway. That is crazy. That is absolutely mental. How is this even legal? What I have to ask myself is, how is this even legal? You got these two monster buildings here, and luckily this one last row house is landmarked. This is 1074 Fulton Avenue. Oh no, sorry, Fulton Street. You know what? I think it's it's the scaffolding for the construction of the new building. So I don't think the new building is gonna hang over the driveway like this. Even, I hope not anyway. I am really amazed by this. Let's see, is it cut out? This is the thing I wanted to know. Oh yeah, they do. They have a cutout for the molding on the top. How is this even legal? This is the craziest thing I think I've ever seen. This actually trumps the Louis Armstrong house construction, where they built a wall so close to the neighboring house, they built a wall around the neighbor's air conditioning unit. This is crazy. I feel so bad for those people who lost their windows. Like, there had to be a deal. There had to be a deal for this. Yeah, I think it is scaffolding. This is all wood. This is all wood here. So luckily this is temporary. Yeah, so the tools don't fall. Exactly. It's exactly for that reason. But this is like, this is the new Brooklyn right here. This is the new Brooklyn coming together. Holy crap. That is amazing. Okay, I'm gonna be a little, look at this. There's still construction debris falling through the gap here. Let's see if oh yeah, there's a little bit of a gap here in the front of the building. It's crazy. Even if it's temporary, I'm kind of amazed that they were allowed to do this. And see, there's still stuff falling through. Luckily it's not falling onto the cars. And you see that new building. Don't you love the small building? I hope they got paid for it. I mean, let's just really look at this. I really hope the people who live in this building are getting paid something. Because that is, besides the construction noise, besides and you saw the dirt coming off the building, to have it blocking two windows like that is just insane. Absolutely insane. I can't get over this. I would be so unhappy about my windows. Absolutely. Okay, the construction workers are looking at me here. Let me go across the street here. The construction workers are conferring about me right now. Wow. That's Brooklyn, baby. That's Brooklyn. Maybe Blinky Bill. I hope, I don't know. Who knows if they're getting paid or not. Who knows? Wow. That's all I have to say is wow. Here on Fulton Street here in Brooklyn. Downtown Brooklyn is in that direction over there. We'll walk to the Barclays Center. How about that? You guys want to walk to the Barclays Center? Wow. Well, there you have it, folks. Hyper-gentrification in action. You can't make this kind of stuff up. You really can't. Yeah, let's walk up to the Barclays Center and see what's cooking over there. So I'm gonna hop on my train over there. I don't feel like transferring a bunch of trains again. Stay tuned for more exciting adventures. Tomorrow, oddly enough, I might have to work tomorrow in the snow. But we will be either in Central Park or in Prospect Park for a little bit of the snow tomorrow. So we will be out there in the snow. If I have to do a tour, I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I don't know how I'm going to be along on YouTube for. But I haven't been down here in a hot minute. This is wild down here. Hopefully some radio tonight when I get home. I really need to do a tribute. I guess what they're saying is, who's that guy? Hey Joe, do you know what he's doing? Yeah, exactly. I'm talking to myself. Exactly. When I started walking over towards them, they were standing right there in the corner. They disappeared. I'm always dedicated for you guys. Hopefully one day I will win the Shorty Awards. Hopefully one day. I want to have the most subscribers here on YouTube for live streaming. I'll talk to you later, Denise. Wow, I haven't been down here in so long. It's like the memories are flooding back when I used to come out here all the time. Yeah, there's glitches like that, Aaron List. There's glitches like that. Leave the room, come on back in. Or restart YouTube. See if you've got any nice murals out here. But I have to congratulate the urbanist. I have to congratulate the urbanist. I met him last year, and he is up for the Shorty Awards. Yeah, now they have like live streamer of the year, which I will win next year. Meh! I will win. Wow, look at this. Is gentrification at work, folks. This is pure gentrification at work. When you have buildings like this, next to the old buildings, and they have completely different characters, huge windows, where do regular folk gonna live? That's what we have to ask ourselves. Where did the doctors and the nurses, well, the doctors could afford it, but where did the nurses live? Yes, he was nominated, yes. Yes, I don't know why. All I'm gonna, next year will be you, exactly, Nibble. Me and you will be up for it, Nibble, me and you. We'll be up for it. We will be up for it, and it's gonna be amazing. Because, yeah, to provide actual good content. I don't know, Jan. Good to see you, Carrie. I don't know how somebody gets nominated for the Shorty Awards. I'm trying to figure out. Is it based strictly off of numbers? Because if it is, then obviously the people who they pick, well, some of the people who they picked don't really get big numbers. Is it that they're favorited? Are there politics involved? I think there's politics involved. Something tells me that there's some kind of favoritism going down. You know, people knowing people, shaking hands in back rooms and whatnot. I haven't been out here in so long. I'm like looking around. Can you see me like looking around, like living memories? I know. Who do you have to sleep with to be on the Shorty Awards? Exactly. But I think the last time I was out in this area was like maybe 10 years ago. When I was more active in the bicycle scene. It was not that far from here. Really? Wow. That's kind of amazing that you never heard of her until then. Somebody wants to be on camera if you hear in the background. But see, she produces content though. She makes stuff. I don't know about this other guy. I don't know about that. They're obviously just going by numbers and not the actual content. My personal opinion. Who do you have to sleep with? The streamies. That is actually, Lori, that's something else. That's another that's another scheme of money scheming award ceremony people. That's another one. The streamies. I don't know if they're still around. They may have merged with the Shorty Awards. But these stores are just screaming. These stores are screaming gentrification. Just screaming it. It's like the makeup of the people are different. They kind of stick out. I love the name of this barbershop. Respect for life. I love that. Really great mural right there too. I don't know, maybe he knows a guy who knows a guy. Maybe. I don't know. I hope for the Holy Land too. I hope for the Holy Land too. That's halfway decent content. Yes, it had his twist on it and everything. And I'm not going to say it was a bad scope. It was a good scope, but I mean that's one out of, you know, one out of many. Bro, San Francisco Mexican food. Oh, I like look at the painting. Look at the painting. Brooklyn Bridge with the Golden Gate. Interesting. They probably make a really good burrito in there. And I might have to try it out. I tell you, this neighborhood is rapidly changing. Exactly, Behringer. 1 out of 100. There you go. Thank you so much, Norm. We're going to try to do some radio tonight. And we'll play some Cranberries. We'll do a Cranberries marathon tonight. Wow. I feel like I'm not going to lie. I feel like a tourist walking around here right now. We're coming up on the back end of the Barclays Center now. So now you get to see, once again, hyper gentrification at work. You're going to see a big construction site where people were kicked out of their homes, and they probably do make a great burrito, yeah. Gonna have to check that place on sometime. 8 hours short, yes. We'll do. I don't think we're gonna do 8 hours, but that's what's gonna get me to streamy win. That's what's gonna help me. Like, you know, like why? Like, you know what? Let's really talk about this. Who are some really big periscopers? Like Angel's Piano. Angel's Piano clocking in with 22 grand the other night for doing a Cranberries tribute. I mean, she's really pulling in amazing numbers, has amazing content, interacts. So it just, in general, it's just she's a lot of fun to watch. Why isn't she up for streamer of the year? You know. But Ariel, the urbanist, he does some amazing stuff on Facebook. Oh, this is gonna be a fun. She is amazing. A little bit sketch. Move them. Good to see you, Jim. School's letting. I forgot school's letting out. School is letting out. Thank you so much. Have a good one. I know, with lighting, I know that, right, Jan? Exactly. I'm really curious now. How are some of these people nominated? Because Angel's Piano I think Angel's Piano personally is probably one of the best people on Periscope because it's all original. She's out there playing the piano, playing some amazing music, singing. I mean, you could tell she really puts energy into it. And she gets crazy numbers. The colored lights. Yeah, I know she has colored lights. So I'm on Fulton Street, and we just saw a building construction site that is literally over the next door building. Literally. Yeah. She's very beautiful. She really does. She puts her heart and soul into it, and you can tell she's being genuine. So it's like, why isn't she nominated? She had the other night, she had like over 200 live concurrent in there. And I know it was a real 200 people because the comments were flying. The hearts in the comments were absolutely flying. It seems like the more this direction I walk, the more gentrified it gets. So I'm walking towards downtown Brooklyn. We're going to see the world's tallest prefabricated building is coming up next. Oh my God, yeah, that's how you know she has real people in there. When those comments start flying, woo! And she's also on Twitch. Why isn't she nominated? She has over 60,000 followers. Why isn't she nominated? The way you vote is you go to the website and you click on the person's channel. But it's no... It ain't... Oh, it's not up for voting yet. Okay. Well, I know that the people who are nominated, you vote for them. Oh, I'm on Vanderbilt, and I don't recognize it. I'm on Vanderbilt, and I do not recognize it. I have ridden many a bike up this street right here. Wow. If I want to go home on bicycle, I'm going to go down this street right here. Wow. I don't recognize the whole area. There's so many new buildings. So many new buildings going up. Oh yeah, she's on Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. Yeah, the viewers choose the winner. That I know. But how does one get nominated though? How does one go up for nominations? That's what I want to try to find out. Because some of those people don't bring in big numbers. So I'm trying to understand how do they get nominated? Wow, this is like a mind F right now. Total mind F for me right now. Looking at the new construction going up. Wow. Okay, Barclays is right over there. So that's where we're going to next. Wow. That's right, crypto futures. Very good. All right. Let's see. We gotta go over that. Yeah, but see, that's what I'm trying to say. You're gonna investigate, good, Jen. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that the channel activity? Some people have way more activity on their channels than some of the people that have been nominated on the shorties. This is what I can't figure out. Like somebody like Angel's Piano, who has over 60,000 subscribers between Periscope and Twitch, she should be on there. She should legit be on there. I'm not saying that these other people who are nominated should not be on there, but it's weird. There's some kind of favoritism going on. Some kind of politics that I gotta try to find out. Because then are they just looking at numbers? Or are they actually watching the content? But it's like stuff like what the Urbanist does, that's real content. He does real stuff. Goes around the world on Facebook, shows everyone what's going on, and maybe Blinky Bill, maybe. Maybe. Wow. This is the new downtown Brooklyn. Wow. I am in... Right, exactly. I'm not saying the others don't deserve it. But how do they get to the point of nomination when other people obviously bring in a lot more people, and then also the content, you know, like the stuff that the Urbanist does, anyone could watch, you know. It's not rated R. It's kind of open for everyone, and you can say the same for Angel's Piano. It's kind of open for everyone. We're up to, yeah, oh well, 10K viewers in there, especially here on YouTube. I mean, there's some big streamers here on YouTube who are bringing the numbers like crazy. And remember that the numbers here on YouTube are more vetted. Like, you know, the 80% chance is a real person behind that profile that is watching. When it comes to Periscope, it's kind of like, 50-50, 60-40. I have not been in this neighborhood in probably 10 years. You voted in several awards, like the Streamies. I forgot all about the Streamies. I forgot all about that. All right, so now, hyper, wow. Hyper gentrification. Look at this. This is my first time seeing this. So I am freaking out, because if you go to my old videos, I made a documentary, or helped make a documentary. I gotta keep on moving here, we're in a poor connection. I helped make a documentary. Oh yeah, I'm totally amazed. I made a documentary about the building of Atlantic Yards. And this is my first time really seeing it up. Crossing Atlantic Avenue. As we cross Atlantic Avenue. We're going to be in Coney Island hopefully on Sunday. Hopefully on Sunday. We will be on Coney Island. I want to do a sunset. We haven't done a sunset in Coney Island in a hot minute. So I don't care how cold it is. We got to see a sunset in Coney Island. We will ride, well, when the ride's open. 70 days until the ride's open up at Coney Island. All right. So the biggest construction site here in Brooklyn is Atlantic Yards. Here is the old Vanderbilt rail yard. Yep, going to Coney Island, baby. Gotta go. And then we have this. This is Vanderbilt. This is where the construction site begins. And then it comes all the way across. That's another new building right there. It goes all the way down, and at the end of this is Barclays Center. Yeah, we're gonna get some snow tomorrow. So tomorrow, I have to do a walking tour in Central Park. So we're either gonna be in Central Park for the snow, or if the people cancel in the morning, I'm gonna know by 6:30 in the morning whether I gotta go to work tomorrow. At this point, I am going to work tomorrow. But if we have nobody on tour, I don't have to go into the city, we're gonna go to Prospect Park, because it's not going to be too windy. And we have a very bad connection warning, so hopefully we will come back. Got to keep moving here. I got to keep moving here. Here's Carlton Place. So for 2 years, I worked on a documentary right here about this whole construction site. And we interviewed people who were, good golly, Miss Maya, it's huge. It's the largest in Brooklyn. I believe it's 8 or 9 buildings in total, not counting the arena. But a lot is built. A lot is built. I remember talking with people. You broke down in Minnesota. Oh no, stay warm. Stay warm. All right. Let's walk over the yards here. Oh, look at this art. We have art. All right. We have art. That's pretty cool and simple. So this is the the Vanderbilt yards. 3 degrees, stay warm. Stay warm. So that's one of the new buildings. There's going to be buildings built over this rail yard. So this whole thing is going to get a platform, if you will. This is new. Holy crap. They got rid of a lot of buildings right here. This is a whole block of tenements right here, and they're all gone. They're all gone. And then right down there. Yes, I did get interviews for the documentary. It's in my old YouTube videos. So the name of the documentary is Dear Landlord. So check it out. It is right here. I believe it's in my liked videos, but just look up Dear Landlord and it should come right up. But me and my friend worked on that documentary for 2 years. How short the buildings are, and then you have these really tall ones right here. Good to see you, Lily. That's half of the problem. There's no kind of flow to it anymore. See, I can't even walk down the sidewalk here. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. See, there's a Barclays Center down there, and all the construction workers park their cars on the sidewalk. Isn't that nice? I forgot they made this street a two-way. Long time no see. Yeah, no, the zoning is all out of whack. The zoning is all out of whack here. So now one of the interviews we did, one of the buildings that is no longer here, is where the arena is today, is the old Spalding Ball Factory. And unfortunately that building has lost to time. It was a beautiful building, converted in the late 70s, early 80s into apartments. We interviewed somebody, one of the last 2 families living in that building. The discarded Christmas trees. So these are all, if they're not offices, these are all really nice loft apartments. These used to all be factory buildings. So we're just outside of downtown Brooklyn right now. There is Barclays Center, Williamsburg Savings Bank building over there. And go to the beginning of the video, we saw an absolutely horrendous construction site. Absolutely horrendous. I'm amazed how much this has changed. So now coming up around the corner, good to see you, Amy. Coming up around the corner is it's going to be the world's tallest prefabricated building. So how it works is they built the apartments in a factory, and then here on site, they basically, like a big Lego set, they just stack the apartments on top of themselves to make this really, really tall building. So this is what we're going to see once we round the corner here. But this is the back end of the Barclays Center. If you ever come to the Barclays Center and you're late, come through the back. There's never a line here in the back. You can just go right into the stadium. So sorry about the connection. That's right. She used to play with tennis with those. Well, I was in the original factory building that is gone forever because this big stadium is here. This street used to go right through where the stadium is today. This is Atlantic Street, right here. This is Atlantic. This is Atlantic Avenue. And look at this new building. Holy crap, the gentrification. The gentrification is strong, baby. Look at that. That's how you know you live in an uppity building. You get that nice fence. Very nice. But now, as we approach 6th Avenue. Oh, do we have fans of the 9-9? Do we have fans of the 9-9? We're going to see the 9-9 precinct coming on up. Okay, let's see it. Logging off to meet you on your laptop. Beautiful. So here it is. The tallest prefabricated structure in the world. All the apartments were kind of slotted in there, pre-made on the ground, and basically snapped together here on site. Kind of amazing. And then this is the back end of the Barclays. Right here. I am freaked out. Here's the corner. I spent so much time right here on this corner. Holy crap, look how different it looks. Wow, I remember when there was like See like those little townhouses over there? I wish it was right, they were like right over here. It is like the world's biggest Lego set. It's like the world's biggest Lego set. And I don't know how it would be to live right next to the stadium. Right, it does look like Lego, right? Wow, I can't get over this. I really can't get over this, how different it looks today. I really can't get over it. So we're on Dean now. Freddy's Brooklyn Roundhouse, named the best dive bar in New York City, used to be here. The old deli is still here, but they rebranded the old deli. Right? The firehouse is still here. The firehouse is still here. Wow. If you saw that when they did the MTV Music Awards here at the Barclays Center, this was the red carpet in the streets. This was the red carpet right here. And now, let's see, hopefully he does a wheelie. Do a wheelie. Do a wheelie. There it is. There's a police station from Brooklyn Nine-Nine right here. Yuck indeed, Jim. Go to the beginning of the video. We saw a horrendous construction site. Yep, fancy smashy doorways, exactly. Here it is. Here's a police from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So, looks familiar to you, huh? They've used this in other TV shows too, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine is probably the most recent, where they use it all the time. And it's a real precinct. It's a real precinct. Not that far from here, a very young Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G. grew up. And his mural is still up on the wall. It's very horrendous. There it is. Wow, this neighborhood is so freaking different. I can't get over how different this neighborhood is. You look down the block here. Exactly, until I'm done. Wait until I'm done streaming, Jim. When I'm done, you can see. And we saw a construction site that literally towered over the next door building. And that's probably one of the most scariest construction sites I've ever seen in my life. I had to make the trip out here just to see it. So, but this is the Atlantic Yards. I never forget the people who, yes, I think Blue Bloods did use this. I think they did. That building is still there. Oh my God, those apartment buildings are still there. So these apartment buildings here, and they look like they're still got the same people in them. They wanted to get rid of these guys right here. And the buildings here on the corner, so think of these apartment buildings continuing on here to the corner. And there was an old Puerto Rican lady who lived in there. She was renting, and she must have been in this apartment for like, 40, 50 years. And she was the last one in the building. They cinder blocked up all the windows, and she was living in that building with no heat, no electricity, no water for almost 2 years until she finally got out. And Mr. Forest City Ratner gave her some money to move out finally. A lot of the renters, when they got pushed out, they didn't get anything back. They got nothing. They were just told to leave. Right, you remember the build of the police station? Exactly. Looks like your house, right? The old brownstones here. And for the people who did stay through the construction, it was not a pleasant place to live. I mean, look at this. So look at this right here. You got two of these prefab construction buildings right here, right next to each other. Like, this is the whole plan right here, was to build this kind of stuff. Ugh. You can see how they really, you could tell how the apartments were just plopped in there. Oh, I know. Absolutely. Here's the another entrance to the Barclays over here. No, it was noisy. It was dirty. People were getting dust in their apartments. But for the people who rented, they got nothing back. They just got told to leave. And one of the last people to move away, his name was Daniel Goldstein. He ended up getting, I believe, $5 or $6 million for his amazing apartment that is gone forever. Wow. Now, when we turn the corner here, we're going to be looking down Flatbush Avenue, and you're going to see the brand new skyline of Brooklyn. Probably built in the last 3 years. So it's kind of amazing, because for a jaded New Yorker like me, to see this whole skyline come together, it's kind of jarring, to say the least. So this is Flatbush. The semi-highway, that is Flatbush Avenue. Oh, they got model apartments in there too. And now look, there it is. There's the new skyline. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how they put it all together. So let's get a really good look at it. There's the new skyline. The new skyline of downtown Brooklyn. We're looking in the direction of Junior's Restaurant, the Manhattan Bridge. All these buildings have not been were not there just 3 years ago. All of them. All of them. It's kind of amazing. This is the busiest day. This is downtown Brooklyn. Right? You can live directly next door to an arena if you want. Now, the reason why, exactly, North Brooklyn is just an extension of Manhattan. Thank God for Sobro. That's right. Thank God for South Brooklyn. Good to see you. Welcome on back, Laurie. So, the idea behind the stadium here, the reason why they have this kind of rusted metal look is because they wanted it to blend in with the surrounding neighborhood. But as you see, they built all these new buildings here. If you go in that direction, that one building way up there, that's Prospect, way up there at the top of the hill. And back in the day when I was crazy, I would ride a bike down this. Not anymore. Not anymore. I value my life a little bit too much to be riding a bike down this thing. But I'm really amazed by the hype. This is really hyper gentrification. This is fast change. I mean, this is Fifth Avenue right here. Wow, that whole building is gone. I'm noticing something new and disappeared every other minute. It's quite amazing. We will end by the weird art. We're going to end by the weird art. The Shake Shack is here behind me. The donut plant. But that whole skyline, I'll give you an idea. What's the timeline? For everything to be completed, I believe it's going to be 2024. I know, born wild, right? But this whole skyline in front of you is brand new.
That's always labor.
Yeah, we're gonna get some snow tomorrow. That's why I'm gonna be up in Prospect Park. So, exactly, there's no timeline. It just keeps going and going and going. Look at this weird ass piece of art. This thing is still here. It looks like a piece of wood. I like to think of it as maybe a rock. And then here's the crazy atrium that they built here. And this is where you come into the Barclays Center, the main entrance anyway. And there is a spot where you could evidently see the scoreboard of the basketball game. If there's a basketball game going on. Ooh, there's a Starbucks over there. I should grab a coffee. So I'll give you an idea now of what we're looking at. There's the Williamsburg Savings Bank building. That was built in 1932, 1933. That used to be the only building that was really, really tall. Now you have all those buildings down there. Oh yeah. Junior's is going to get a building next to it that's going to be as tall as the Empire State Building. So currently Brooklyn's tall. We can't see it from here. It's kind of in this line right here. But it's called the Brooklyner. It's a residential high-rise. And they have a beach on the roof. They have a beach. No pool, just a beach. But that is the tallest building in Brooklyn right now. But when they build the building behind Junior's, the building behind Junior's will be by far the tallest building in the city. And it's going to be at least 1,400 feet tall. At least they're reopening the Paramount Theater. That is a shed of light right there. They are refurbishing the old Paramount Theater. The basketball court for Long Island University is coming back to become a beautiful theater. And luckily they never got rid of the Wurlitzer. Yeah, there's a beach on the roof. No, it's outdoors. It's outdoors. It's outdoors. We can't see it from here because it's directly behind. Yes, I know. Beach, no water. That is madness. Absolutely. Well, let's cross Flatbush, and then we will end this tour of Brooklyn. I am really amazed by the amount of change that is happening here. It's kind of insane. I remember when only Barclays here was up, and now you have all this other stuff all around it. I mean, it's just amazing. Like this little thin, oh, the Apple Store, my first time seeing the Apple Store. So the Apple Store is right here, and then this whole little thin building, there used to be a little park. There was a little garden there. You're more than welcome, Alistair. There was a little park there. Now there's a gigantic tall building down there. I realize now, here I am, 37 years old, and my God, have I seen a lot of change here in Brooklyn. There's one thing about living in the city, you have to get used to perpetual change. And downtown Brooklyn is the antithesis of that. No, Flatbush Tina was not walking about. No, she was not. Yeah, it was a plant and garden store, correct. Yeah, it was a plant and garden store. But I remember you were able to sit down. They had benches in there, I remember. And you could like sit down in there and just chill out. Wow. Well, thank you, DOT, for doing this. Tomorrow, the snowfall begins. So we'll either be in Central Park or in Prospect Park tomorrow for the snow. So get ready for that. We're going to have some fun adventures in the snow. Hopefully I won't have to do my walking tour tomorrow. But if we do, I'll be all warmed up. We'll be in Central Park. If not, we'll be in Prospect Park. You're more than welcome, guys. If you're watching this on replay, thank you for watching this on replay. And if you liked what you watched, don't forget to smash that like button. Because for every like here on Periscope, here on YouTube, for every like here on YouTube, it's 10,000 Periscope hearts, a completely arbitrary number I made up one night. You're more than welcome, Deborah. Good to see you. I know, starting to snow there too, Lily. Get ready for it. You're more than welcome. Guy Heyman driving the roads of America. Safe travels out there. But from now I'm on 4th Avenue. This is where I live. I live on 4th Avenue, but all the way on the other end. This is Dutch Maz signing off. Have a fantastic Brooklyn day, whether you live here or not. Hug your loved ones. Cherish the moment. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see you guys later, folks, all right? Bye-bye. Hey! Whoa! Hey!